Welcome to Education Platform, where knowledge meets creativity in exciting and engaging ways. Join us on this inspiring journey of discovery, learning, and innovation that helps shape the future. Whether you're a student eager to learn, a teacher seeking resources, or a lifelong learner exploring new ideas, there's something valuable for everyone here. Let's work together to unlock the full potential of education, fostering growth and curiosity.
Quality content with top-notch production value to enhance your viewing experience. With a rich history of creating informative videos, we strive to be your go-to source for educational content. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest uploads. Stay tuned for exciting upcoming videos and series that will leave you wanting more. We value your feedback and suggestions, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. For inquiries or collaboration opportunities, please reach out to us through the contact information provided in the description. Join us now on this educational journey and watch our latest video to start exploring new horizons.
Welcome to our channel, where knowledge unfolds. Join us as we delve into history and law studies. Discover the intriguing tales of our past and the measures that shape our legal systems today. Our lessons are designed to make learning interactive and fun, combining education with fascinating trivia. Engage in trivia that deepens your understanding and enriches your knowledge of the world. Join us on this enlightening journey and expand your horizons with each video.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Wilkins Finless, the host of Education Platform, and I'd like to welcome you to Education Platform. Here at Education Platform, we are here to gain knowledge. Now, before I begin with the lessons I have for you today, I'm going to be reading to you a verse which is taken from Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 1. It states that, concerning the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ, and our being gathered to him, we ask you, brothers and sisters, not to become easily unsettled or alarmed by the teaching alleged from us, whether by a prophecy or by word of mouth or by letter, asserting that the day of the Lord has already come. Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of lawlessness. The word of the Lord. Now, the second verse I'm going to be reading to you today is based on Psalms 93, verse 3 to 5. It states that the seas have lifted up the Lord. The seas have lifted up their voice. The seas have lifted up their pounding waves, mightier than the thunder of the great waters, mightier than the breakers of the sea. The Lord on high is mighty. Your statues, Lord, stand firm. Holiness adorns your house for endless days. The word of the Lord. Amen. Now, the first lesson I'm going to be starting you all on today is about the strongest metals. Now, starting our lesson, the strongest metals. Now, what are the strongest metals? Material science, a ranked countdown of the toughest metals on Earth, and what strong really means in that description. As it starts, the strong means four different things. There are tensile strength, which is how much pulling force before it snaps, and yield strength is the force at which it bends for good. For hardness, it's the resistance of scratching, but also for denting. And for toughness, it's the energy that absorbs before it fractures. How strength is measured. A sample is pulled until it breaks, but the force is divided by the sample's cross-section, but it also gives the strength of 1 MPa, 1 Newton per square millimeter. But the structural steel is about 400 MPa, but for the human bone it's 130. The metals ahead are about 1,000 to 2,700 MPa. But for chromium is the hardest pure metal. It scratches almost everything else, but it's also too brittle to use alone, so it goes into alloy. The chrome in stainless steel also gives its rust resistance. The hardness scale is about MOHS up to 8.5. Number 4, titanium alloy is the best strength for its weight. Ti6A, 4 volts, is the workhorse alloy. It's also the aerospace, and it also implants racing. It also matches the steel's strength at roughly half the weight, but it also shrugs off for salt water and even bodily fluids. It's 4% lighter than steel, but it also has a tensile strength of 1,000 MPa. For nickel superalloy, strong when everything is on fire, but also it keeps its strength where other metals go soft, such as with jet engines, rocket nozzles, even nuclear reactors. Its strength is also temperature. Its temperature also matters. Holds up to 1,000 degrees Celsius, but also it has a tensile strength of 1,100 MPa. For tungsten, it's the extreme end of pure metals, the highest tensile strength and the highest melting point of any pure metal, but it's also nearly twice as dense as lead. Its tensile strength is 1,510, but it melts at 3,422 degrees Celsius. It's the highest of any metal known on Earth. And now for Meraging steel, the tensile champion. It is well known for its nickel-rich steel, which aged in a furnace, but it's also 6 times stronger than ordinary steel for rocket casings, fencing blades, even high-ending tools. Its tensile strength is greater, 2,700 MPa. It's steel plus the nickel to heat treated. side by side. You can tell from the charts the tensile strength from structural steel to chromium to titanium alloy, nickel superalloy, tungsten, and margarine steel. And that's the end of our first lesson we have for you today. Now, the next lesson is about the U.S. President, the fifth President of the United States, James Monroe.
Meet James Monroe, the fifth President of the United States. Serving from 1817 to 1825, Monroe played a crucial role in American history. He is best known for the Monroe Doctrine, a key moment in foreign policy. Monroe's presidency also marked the era of good feelings. He believed in expansion and the importance of unity among states. Monroe's legacy continues to influence American politics today. Join us in exploring the life and impact of James Monroe.
The
As
fifth
it
U.S.
begins,
President,
James Monroe.
President James Monroe, from 1758 to 1831, the last of the founders and the president who defended America's place in the world. He died on the 4th of July in 1831 in New York City. The beginning. Monroe was born into the Virginia planter class, comfortable but not grand. His father, a carpenter, was the modest landowner. He died when James was 16, leaving him head of the household and guardian of his younger siblings. An uncle, Judge Joseph Johns, became his patron, guided him to the College of William and Mary in 1774 into Williamsburg, already crackling with revolution. A soldier of the Revolution in 1776, he joined the 3rd Virginia Arraignment as a lieutenant at 18. He also crossed the Delaware with Washington and shot in the shoulder leading the charge and nearly bleeds to death in the Valley Forge, and then serves as aide to Lord Stirling, and after the studies law under Thomas Jefferson, the beginning of a lifelong political alliance. Part 2. The Diplomat Abroad, from Paris, London, and Madrid, and the purchase that doubled the nation. Minister, Governor, and Secretary. In Paris, 1794, sent as Minister of Revolutionary France, so openly sympathetic to the Republic that Washington recalled him. In Louisiana, 1803, returns to France with Robert Livingston and secures the Louisiana Purchase, about 828,000 square miles, or roughly $15 million. But in the cabinet in 1811, he served as the Secretary of State under Madison. But during the War of 1812, he holds the War Department at the same time. But by 1816, no American had no longer resumed in foreign affairs. It was actually the natural qualification for the presidency he was about to win. The era of good feelings. Monroe won the presidency in 1860 and in 1820. He was reelected and almost without opposition. The Federalists had collapsed, but for a moment the country had only one party. But no president had done since Washington. He toured the nation in person, and a Boston newspaper gives his presidency its name, Era of Good Feelings. The calm was thinner than it looked. The Panic of 1819 shook the economy, and the Missouri Compromise of 1821 papered over slavery's expansion, and a truce that Monroe and Jefferson signed called a fire bell in the night. The Monroe Doctrine, and which is what we're going to be talking about next. The legacy. His legacy, when he left the office in 1825, deep in debt from decades of public service, and spent the last years selling land to settle it. He died on the 4th of July, 1831, the 3rd president to die on Independence Day, 5 years to the day after Adams and Jefferson. He was the last president to have fought in the Revolution. The 5th U.S. President, President James
we know the full history of James Monroe, the 5th President of the United States. Now, moving on with our next lesson is about Elvis Presley, the background of Elvis Presley. Who was Elvis Presley? What was his purpose? What was his main goal? What were his accomplishments? A life in milestones. 4 decades of popular music run through a single career, a rise of the rural South, a global peak, a retreat into film, and a return to the stage. From 1935 all the way to 1977. In 1935, he was born in Tupelo, Mississippi. In 1954, he actually ran his first Sun Records. In 1956, it was his national breakthrough. In 1958, he drafted into the U.S. Army. And by 1968, he did the number 68 comeback special. And in 1969, his residency begins in Las Vegas, in Nevada. And in 1977, he dies at Graceland at the age of 42. Tupelo to Memphis. Born in January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi, his twin brother, Jesse Garon, was stillborn, raised in poverty by Vernon and Gladys Presley, with whom he was exceptionally close. He absorbed gospel from the Assembly of God Church, blues from Beale Street, and country from the radio. The family moved to Memphis in 1948. He graduated from Humes High School in 1953. The Sun Records breakthrough. From 1954 to 1955, the discovery, in which, from Sam Phillips, the Sun's record founder paired the young truck driver with the guitarist Scotty Moore and the bassist Bill Black, and was cut in July 1954. The single Fuse Blues and Country had become the regional sensation, but four more Sun singles and the Relentless Southern touring and also build the template for rock and roll. In November 1955, the RCA director bought his contract for $40,000, then an unheard of sum. The national stardom from 1956 to 1958, a really great breakthrough. In the Heartbreak Hotel in 1956, it became number 1 in that century. The television appearances with Dorsey, Milton Berle, Steve Allen, and Ed Sullivan made him a household name. Hound Dog, Don't Be Cruel, All Shook Up, Jailhouse Rock. Many of his originals and all his performances, both mass adultation and public alarm over their sensuality. Hollywood years. Debuted on screen in Love Me Tender in 1956 and made 31 feature films in all. And King Creole, and in 1958, Jailhouse Rock in 1957, drew genuine critical praise. His manager, Colonel Tom Parker, steered him toward formula musicals, but also away from live performance. The soundtrack obligations dominated his recording and the output through the mid-1960s. The Army and his private life in 1958 to 1967. From March 1958, he drafted into the U.S. Army and served for 2 years, and much of it in West Germany. But in August 1958, his mother Gladys died at 46, a loss that marked him for the rest of his life. But in 1958, he met Priscilla Beauty in Germany. They married in Las Vegas in May 1967, but by February 1968, his only child, Lisa Marie Presley, was born. In the number 68 comeback, I'm Gonna Get Out of the Movies and Back on Stage, the NBC special Elvis aired in December 1968 drew a national audience, but also stripped back the back leather sessions and restored his reputation as a live performer. If I Can Dream closed the show and return him to the top of the charts. From the lowest to the highest. Vegas, touring in final years, opened a landmark Las Vegas residency in 1969 and toured almost continuously afterwards. Aloha from Hawaii in 1973 was beamed by satellite to audiences around the world. And Divorced from Priscilla in 1973, Amir worsened health, prescription, and drug dependence, but died at Graceland on August 16, 1977, at the age of 42. His legacy: 500 million records sold worldwide, 3 Grammy Awards from All Gospel Recordings, in 1986 inducted the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 600,000 visitors to Graceland each year. He did not invent rock and roll, but he carried into the mainstream, reshaping popular music, style, and celebrity for every artist who followed. And that's the end of our background of Elvis Presley. Now, we'll be right back after these messages.
Learning is a crucial part of childhood development. It helps them to develop critical thinking skills. Education fosters creativity and imagination.
It prepares them for future challenges.
Learning promotes social skills and teamwork. It builds their confidence and self-esteem. Overall, education is vital for a strong foundation. Learning is a crucial...
Join us on this exciting journey together. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Also, comment and share on Facebook and show some love for our latest post on Instagram. Join us on this exciting journey together. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Also, comment and share on Facebook and show some love for our latest post on Instagram. Join us on this exciting journey together. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Also, comment and share on Facebook and show some love for our latest post on Instagram.
Moving on with our next lesson, which is about the Pythagorean theorem. A review: understand, prove, and apply a fundamental distance rule. For any right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares. Legs. From a squared from plus b squared to c squared in a triangle with legs up to 3 and 4. Compute. And given the classical 3, 4, 5 triangle. Converse detects a right triangle. In a 6 to 8 triangle, there are 6 legs, but also 8 and 8, and it gives the hypotenuse of 8 by 2 plus b by 2 equals to 36, plus by 64 equals to 100. From square 100 equals to 10, so the hypotenuse is 10. Area proof. Arrange 4 identical right triangles inside a square of side A plus B. A central square forms with side C. Compute the areas in 2 ways. A plus B by squared equals 4, but AB over 2 plus C squared. Simplifying the yields, this geometric arrangement shows why the relation holds, linking areas to side lengths. The 4-step process. Finding the hypotenuse, first identify the side opposite the right angle of the hypotenuse. Substitute values plus known leg by hypotenuse. To isolate unknown, rearrange to isolate the unknown term, and compute root. Compute the square root and check signs. Discard negative roots. The distance follows Pythagoras from the coordinate root using the distance formula being shown. But the Pythagorean argument is the distance is the hypotenuse of the right triangle formed by the horizontal and vertical differences. And now, moving on with our next lesson, which is about the geometric tools. The geometric tools: the compass, the straight edge, 2,000 years. of mathematics. Why only two tools? In ancient Greek, geometers wanted proofs that depended on logic alone, not on measurement. A marked ruler can be misread. A drawn circle is exact by definition. For Euclid's Elements, 300 BCE builds all plane geometry from 5 postulates using just these two instruments. The restriction turned drawing into reasoning. Every step must be justified by straight edge and compass. And that's all, and those are all the lessons that I have for you today. We'll be right back after these messages, where we continue to our last lesson for today. We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to Education Platform, your gateway to wisdom. We help discover the world through digital learning. Discover history's mysteries and science's wonders. We aim to enlighten all curious souls with education. Check out our latest lessons on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe to join our community. Click the bell to never miss updates on your journey. Connect on Facebook for updates and discussions. Please like, comment, and share our posts with others. Follow us on Instagram for daily highlights. Like our posts as we explore the beauty together. We appreciate your support for accessible education. Contact us on WhatsApp or direct message for queries. Feel free to contact us anytime on WhatsApp at 407-906-2318. Let's learn together and stay curious.
Teaching minds, see you in the next lesson.
Welcome back. School is a fresh start for your curious mind, where questions find answers and every day offers growth. Education builds the foundation for your bright future. Staying in school fosters curiosity and helps discover your true self. Join us as we begin this journey. Let's make this year amazing.
Welcome to our exploration of the Mona Lisa. The famous painter Leonardo da Vinci created this iconic artwork. This painting reflects techniques of sfumato and chiaroscuro. Its enigmatic smile has puzzled viewers for centuries. The Mona Lisa serves as a remarkable example of portraiture. Let's dive deeper into its historical significance. Thank you for exploring the Mona Lisa with us.
In Florence, Leonardo started his enigmatic masterpiece. He refined the cherished portrait in France over decades. Her mysterious smile is the world's greatest artistic legacy.
Thank you for joining us today, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.
A teacher seeking resources, or a lifelong learner exploring new ideas. There's something valuable for everyone here. Let's work together to unlock the full potential of education, fostering growth and curiosity. Thank you for being part of our educational journey today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are preparing more exciting content just for you. Explore various topics across our platform. Your journey to knowledge begins here. Together, we can